Exodus chapter 9. Then the Lord said to Moses, Go into Pharaoh and tell him, Thus says the Lord, God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For if you refuse to let them go and will hold them still, behold, the hand of the Lord is upon your cattle which is in the field, upon the horses, upon the asses, upon the camels, upon the oxen, and upon the sheep. There shall be grievous murrain. And the Lord shall sever between the cattle of Israel and the cattle of Egypt. And there shall nothing die of all that is the children's of Israel. And the Lord appointed a set time, saying, Tomorrow the Lord shall do this thing in the land. And the Lord did that thing on the morrow. And all the cattle of Egypt died, but of the cattle of the children of Israel died not one. And Pharaoh sent, and behold, there was not one of the cattle of the Israelites dead. And the heart of the Pharaoh was hardened, and he did not let the people go. And the Lord said to Moses and to Aaron, Take you handfuls of ashes of the furnace, and let Moses sprinkle it toward heaven in the sight of Pharaoh. And it shall become small dust in all the land of Egypt. It shall be a boil breaking forth with blains upon man and upon beast throughout the land of Egypt. And they took the ashes of the furnace and stood before Pharaoh, and Moses sprinkled it toward heaven. And it became a boil breaking forth with blains upon man and upon beast. And the magicians could not stand before Moses because of the boils, for the boil was upon the magicians and upon all the Egyptians. And the Lord hardened the heart of Pharaoh, and he hearkened not to them, as the Lord had spoken to Moses. And the Lord said to Moses, Rise up early in the morning, stand before Pharaoh, and say to him, Thus says the Lord God of the Hebrews, Let my people go, that they may serve me. For I will at this time send all my plagues upon your heart, and upon your servants, and upon your people, that you may know that there is none like me in all the earth. For now I will stretch out my hand, that I may smite you and your people with pestilence, and you shall be cut off from the earth. And in very deed for this cause have I raised you up, for to show in you my power, and that my name may be declared throughout all the earth. As yet you exalt yourself against my people, that you will not let them go. Behold, tomorrow about this time I will cause it to rain a very grievous hail, such as not been in Egypt since the foundation thereof even unto now. Send therefore now, and gather your cattle, and all that you have in the field, for upon every man and beast which shall be found in the field shall not be brought home, and hail shall come down upon them, and they shall die. He feared the word of the Lord among the servants of Pharaoh, made his servants and his cattle to flee into the houses. And he that regarded not the word of the Lord left his servants and his cattle in the field. And the Lord said to Moses, Stretch forth your hand toward heaven, that there may be hail in all the land of Egypt, upon man, and upon beast, and upon every herb of the field, throughout the land of Egypt. And Moses stretched forth his rod toward heaven, and the Lord sent thunder and hail, and fire ran along upon the ground, and the Lord rained hail upon the land of Egypt. So there was hail and fire mingled with the hail, very grievous, such as there was none like it in all the land of Egypt since it had become a nation. And the hail smote throughout all the land of Egypt, all that was in the field, both man and beast, and the hail smote every herb of the field, and brake every tree of the field. Only in the land of Goshen, where the children of Israel were, was there no hail. And Pharaoh sent and called for Moses and Aaron, and said to them, I have sinned this time. The Lord is righteous, and I and my people are wicked. Entreat the Lord for it is enough that there be no more mighty thunderings and hail. And I will let you go, and you shall stay no longer. And Moses said to him, As soon as I am gone out of the city, I will spread abroad my hands to the Lord, and the thunder shall cease, neither shall there be any more hail, that you may know how the earth is to the Lord's. But as for you and your servants, I know that you will not yet fear the Lord. And the flax and the barley was smitten, and the barley was in the ear, and the flax was bold. But the wheat and the rye were not smitten, for they were not grown up. And Moses went out of the city from Pharaoh, and spread abroad his hands to the Lord. And the thunders of hail and the rain was not poured upon the earth. And when Pharaoh saw that the rain and the hail and the thunders were ceased, he sinned yet more and hardened his heart, he and his servants. And the heart of the Pharaoh was hardened, neither would he let the children of Israel go, as the Lord had spoken by Moses.